I shall now make a statement in my capacity as Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Foreign Affairs of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Excellencies, distinguished colleagues, it is a distinct honor for me to preside over today's meeting of the Security Council on the cooperation between the United Nations and the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, known as OIC, a subject that resonates profoundly with our multilateral vision and with the collective aspirations of the over 1.9 billion people whom the OIC represents. I thank the OIC Assistant Secretary General, Mr. Yousef Al-Dobeay, for travelling from Jeddah to brief the Council. Also thank Assistant Secretary General Khalid Khiari for his valuable briefing. We meet at a moment of deepening global disorder. Wars waged with impunity, occupation sustained without accountability, humanitarian crises multiplying, and ideologies of hatred fast becoming normalized. Amidst prevailing flux and deepening uncertainty, the urgency for coordination and principled action has never been greater. Pakistan firmly believes that in this fractured world, the OIC stands as a key political actor, and its partnership with the United Nations must be strengthened, deepened, and further institutionalized. The cooperation between the United Nations and the OIC is firmly based on Chapter 8 of the UN Charter, which highlights the significance of regional arrangements in supporting the Security Council's primary responsibility for maintaining international peace and security. As the second largest intergovernmental organization after the UN, the OIC has consistently served as a bridge connecting the global with regional efforts and aligning political with the humanitarian priorities. Its legitimacy derives not only from its vast and diverse membership, but from the principled clarity of its mandate to uphold justice, protect human dignity, respect national sovereignty, independence and territorial integrity of all member states, and advance solidarity among nations. Whether in championing the right of the Palestinian people for freedom and statehood, in advancing for the rights of the people of Jammu and Kashmir for self-determination, and end to the prolonged illegally occupation by India, or in supporting peace efforts across Libya, Afghanistan, Syria, Yemen, and Sahel, and beyond, the OIC has been an indispensable interlocutor for the United Nations, also deeply attached to the purposes and principles of the UN Charter. Pakistan holds this partnership in the highest regard. As a founding member of the OIC and a staunch believer in effective multilateralism, we are of the view that this engagement must transcend and evolve into operational synergy. That means early warning systems informed by ground realities, joint mediation frameworks built on trust, and sustained political and technical collaboration that delivers tangible impact on the ground. Excellencies, the General Assembly, during its 79th session, adopted Resolution 79/9, reaffirming the relevance of the UN-OIC partnership and calling for stronger institutional linkages and strategic cooperation. The OIC's regional presence, cultural sensitivity, and political legitimacy allow it to respond swiftly and credibly, especially in contexts where global mechanisms are constrained or absent. The depth of the UN-OIC engagement continues to grow, from mediation in political transition to coordinated responses in humanitarian emergency to advocacy on issues of disarmament, development, and protection of religious and cultural heritage. This progressive transformation into a proactive, multi-dimensional partnership underscores the maturity and scope of this relationship. The potential of institutional linkage remains much more in this regard. Excellencies, nowhere in this cooperation more necessary than in countering the rising tide of extremism, particularly the alarming resurgence of Islamophobia. Religious hatred is not only morally indefensible, it strikes at the very foundation of the UN Charter. The international community's endorsement of Pakistan's initiative to designate 15th of March as the International Day to Combat Islamophobia, followed by the adoption of a resolution leading to the appointment of a UN Special Envoy on Islamophobia, are milestones that reaffirm our shared resolve. The OIC has long been a strong voice on this issue, and we must further institutionalize its role in global efforts to promote respect, inclusion, and interfaith harmony. Excellencies, today's interaction is both timely and necessary. Let us recall that this Council has convened briefings on UN OIC cooperation in 2013 and 2016 and adopted a presidential statement in 2013 recognizing the OIC's constructive role. We must embed this cooperation in regular, durable, and structured mechanisms that reflect mutual trust, institutional coherence, and a genuine commitment to shared responsibility. The OIC is a vital partner in the international peace and security architecture, particularly in theaters where the UN's reach alone has proven insufficient. Similarly, on the important issue of UN Security Council reform, as the largest cross-regional organization, the OIC member states have called for adequate representation in any category of an expanded Security Council in line with the OIC's long-held position. Excellencies, Pakistan hopes that today's dialogue will be a catalyst for fresh thinking, renewed commitment, and bold action. Let us be guided by the Charter, grounded in principles, not geopolitics, and propelled by the conviction that global challenges demand global partnerships. Cooperation between the United Nations and the regional organizations such as the OIC is not a diplomatic accessory. It is an indispensable imperative. Excellencies, before I conclude, I wish to thank all delegations for their constructive engagement in agreeing on a presidential statement to be adopted at this meeting that will go a long way in further strengthening the partnership of cooperation between the United Nations and the OIC. I thank you all.